Roller coasters have been around for over 100 years. From lift hills to launches, inversions to airtime, roller coasters can do some pretty scary looking maneuvers at times. But fortunately for you, the concern for the guest safety is the main priority of whichever company makes said ride. Roller coasters have very advanced computer systems that can do some pretty amazing things. In this video, we will be going over the total safety measures and answering the question, are roller coasters safe? Before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell as it greatly helps against the YouTube algorithm. Alright, roller coasters have evolved into some of the most complex creations in the amusement industry. The chances of you dying on a roller coaster are 1 in 750 million. The chances of you dying in a car are 1 in 107. All roller coasters have multiple safety systems in place for any problem one can think of. Let's take your experience from the moment you step into the park to when you get out of the park. Lockout areas are the fenced-in areas of roller coasters where it gets low enough to the ground where it could be touched. I operate Banshee at Kings Island, an inverted roller coaster by Swiss manufacturer Bolliger & Mabillard. Every morning, we check every single lockout area. Lockout areas are all padlocked and can't be accessed without a special set of keys. The maintenance team moves the trains from wherever the trains were parked before. Most coasters have a storage shed for their trains, although some coaster trains are parked elsewhere at the end of the night, like the lift hill. Once maintenance puts the trains on the track and runs one full test cycle for every train, then and only then can operators run the coaster. The operators then check the restraints, send test cycles, test the block zones, and every button on the floor of the station. A block zone is the only area of a coaster where a train can come to a full and complete stop. It is the safety system used on a roller coaster to keep them from colliding. There has to be at least one extra block zone than there are trains on the track. Every roller coaster has sensors throughout the track. That is how the computer system monitors where the trains are on the track at any given moment. If a sensor says a train is still in a certain block zone, the next train cannot enter that block zone until it is free of another train. It is very rare for coaster trains to collide, but it can happen if operators advance trains manually, which is never a good thing as the coaster would need to be put into maintenance mode, which only the maintenance team can use. As for derailment of a train, that comes from neglect from the park itself. As long as the park is proactive with running the coaster how it is intended and keeping up with maintenance, the coaster will run as intended. Coaster trains have multiple wheels on top, bottom, and side of the rails on 3 sides, as well as chassis and bogies, nuts and bolts, usually welded together for the utmost safety of the guest. Then there are the restraints on the train that hold you in. There are multiple different kinds of restraint systems. There are over-the-shoulder restraints, lap bars, over-the-shoulder lap bars, etc. Most coasters also have seatbelts. Some parks will choose to pay a higher insurance premium so they don't have to have seatbelts. Seatbelts are actually completely unnecessary on most roller coasters. They are an added safety to ease the guest's mind. Most coasters are completely capable and safe to ride with just the restraint system that the company makes. You are more than safe on a roller coaster at the end of the day. Hopefully this brief explanation of roller coaster safety has eased your mind. We can always dive deeper into the history of restraints and how they work. Leave a comment below if you'd like to see that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll catch you guys next time.